Is going on? Everybody, this is Striker welcoming you to episode number 134 of my Minecraft Let's Play, guys. Now, in the last episode, we were in the Nether in the new Nether hub. I have done a little bit of work there, and we might end up there at the end of this episode. We'll see what happens, guys, but I have been up to some work. Yes, I have. My inventory shows that I've been up to some work, guys. So let's go ahead and check this out. Check out what I've been doing. So, first off, I put this canopy thingamabob around here, right? And I was like, this reminds me of a farmer's market, like something to draw your attention and grab your attention, like, hey, come on in here, right? And I forgot that mobs can spawn on top of it. So I had to cover every single block with carpet. You can see the last little extra bit that sticks off. I had to do that with all of these as well. See, it looks like it's just one piece of carpet, or wool, rather. But it's actually got some carpet on it to keep mobs from spawning. Leaves, you don't have to worry about that, so that was the huge distinction there. I put some lights up there in the corner, kind of like a, I don't know, catch your attention type deal. So we're moving along, guys. We've got the jewelry store going in here. We've got the sapling shop, which I've already got a pretty great idea for. We've got the animal store and the music shop all going here along the back wall of this place. So let me take you on a tour. So we're going to start from over here, right? All right. Yeah, my inventory is cluttered. Don't look at it. Don't look. I told you not to look at it. Okay, so here we are, and this is like our exit, right? All right, so you would come in through here, and we've got our two golden apples, our one golden apple and our enchanted golden apple. This was when you could actually craft them, so that's kind of cool. But this is the fantastically fresh farmer's fiasco. That's where we're at, guys. Okay, so you're greeted here with wonderful wheat, succulent seeds, and sweet sugar. Obviously, wheat, seeds, and sugar. So sugar cane or sugar or whatever, and more wheat over here. We've got a nice little acacia counter. One of the few woods that I haven't really used in anything, so it's nice to actually bring it into something, and the contrast with this is fantastic. I could even bring in some gray to go along with this because you have the contrast between the wood. And so this would be like a light gray, maybe not a full gray, but a light gray. Okay, so basically, imagine this were real life. This whole thing would move together as one, and then it would come together, but it doesn't really matter. It's Minecraft. You're basically going to jump over everything anyways. But we've got a water source block in here. It's blocked off underneath, so that's not a big deal for anything below there, but I wanted to put some reeds up in here, or sugarcane, I guess. It used to be called reeds, and then all of a sudden they changed it to sugarcane. But first off, it's got the vibrant color because it's in the dark oak, which is sick, which is so sick. But it grabs your attention because it's kind of like, wow, what is that? So you come over here and it actually is some real life growing reeds, and you can't place these unless it's on top of a block that is adjacent to a water source block. So that had to be there, and that's just, we've got all our seeds, our cane, and our wheat, just like the little store is selling on the storefront here. This counter is unused currently because this is like the checkout counter. We'll get to that, but if I have to put anything else in here in terms of chests, we can plop a couple of chests in here, a couple of bad boys all up in this business, okay? We've got some potatoes, some baked potatoes, some apples, and some carrots advertised all over the place. This is the crisp apples, plump potatoes, crazy carrots, and baked bonanza. Baked bonanza for the baked potatoes. We've got a new kind of counter design here with these trapdoors. I was looking for the word, trapedory thingies. So that's awesome. This one also actually works as a way to get into here. And then there's a chest underneath here. You can't actually see it all that well unless you're coming over here, and you actually have to get past that corner. For the most part, you can sort of see it there, but it almost blends in. But this has just got our baked potatoes, our apples, our poisonous potatoes. I don't want to advertise those, but I like to keep everything that I get in the game, even if it's a poisonous potato, so we have that in there, and then also all of our carrots. And we've got a little pseudo apple tree over here. This is a regular oak sapling, so that's a thing. We've got, we'll do this shop and then we'll talk about this room in general. Okay, so we've got the fishing shop, fresh out of the sea. Yum! So we've got a water source block here, so it's like a place where you could have fish chilling in, I guess, like actual fish live that you can kill on site or whatever, a way to get in there. And then we've got all kinds of fish in here. So this is the cooked salmon, the cooked regular fish, the blowfish, and the clownfish with an enchanted fishing pole in the middle, because it's a fishing store, a fishing shop, a fish marketplace. So inside, we still just have the back of this opening canopy thing, which I think looks fantastic, and with these lights integrated with the trapdoors, I think they look pretty fabulous as well. So I think that goes along with that. We've got hanging lights above each booth, It did end up being symmetrical, though I didn't actually plan on it, so then I made the rest of this symmetrical, but this is a little, like, heating and cooling duct, because if you've got a bunch of produce and fish and everything, it's gonna spoil if it just sits there in regular room temperature. So we need this place to be a little cooler. We need it to be, you know, temperature controlled. So here's our little heating and cooling vent system right here. This is where the air would come out of. This is the closest block I've got to some kind of vent type structure, and then I just kind of rounded it off here. These have to be here, or else you could see this exposed, and if I put these up half a block, it would just look funny, so that's where they're at. Okay, now, I went with a wood divider here, just because, you know, it's a farmer's market, you know, farming, trees, kind of goes together, but it's all about, like, the organic stuff, you know what I mean? All organic stuff. This, I'll explain this on the other side. Okay, so we come into here, and we've got a pumpkin in a barrel. Does that close? No. Okay, it could close. No, we don't want to make it so it closes. We want it to be part of here. So just a little bit of a different kind of wall design type deal going on, just straight trap doors. I think it looks kind of nifty, because like you go from regular trees here with a little introduction of it, and I'll explain why this is here as well when I get to the other side, like I say it. So on this side you're like leaving, but like this looks kind of cool. I like it. It's got a new kind of look to it. We've got another hanging light, but instead this time it's actually off of the wall rather than it being straight off of the ceiling, so I think that's pretty nifty. We've got fantastic for baking for our pumpkins, and super juicy for the melons. We've got a pumpkin and melon barrel and a melon stored up top as well. And because trapdoors are freaking awesome, even though your head is actually technically inside of it, and you can see it, you can walk under them because they actually don't take up space. And I also turned the face this way. In hindsight, I should turn the face that way, but it really doesn't matter because we're never going to need it. So we've got our chest in here. Pumpkins, we'll have regular melon blocks if we have any extra melon blocks. Regular melons, some melon seeds, and some pumpkin seeds. My grandmother used to say pumpkin, so they're pumpkin seeds. And then we've also got a chest back here, which will house all of our fish items. A lot of them are out at the fishing shack. Oh, it's a red... Oh, that makes sense. It's a redstone chest. Okay, so I'll just have to reset that every time I open it. No biggie. So, okay, I wanted to put two chests like this, and it would look weird if the stone brick or the wood was here and then it just stopped, and there was like some random little window over to the other business. And because I was doing this side of all trap doors, I was like, you know what? Why don't we just fuse it in with the wall here? It'll be kind of like one of those... like barriers but not barriers kind of deals, if that makes sense. It's one of those like screened off areas, so like you can be selling stuff from your fish shop like, come, we have a great fish, come eat the fish. I don't know why he's got an accent, but he's got an accent. But then you could still kind of look over and see your neighbor and be like, howdy doody neighbor, how you doing? Goodbye, okay. Just making up stuff, you know what I mean? Oh, by the way, this counter's got some white going on it. It's same thing with this, like, if this were real life, the carpet would go with it. But it's Minecraft. Anyways, moving on. And then purchase your goods here. And then we've got a cash register. So that's that. All of this is pretty fantastic. It took me several hours to do. So please don't think that I'm just like sitting around on my laurels, which means being lazy. Now, I mean, don't think I'm being lazy out here. I've been working. I've been doing a lot of work. Something even as simple as this. It looks simple, but from creating a concept to laying it out. So I came in here and actually just like laid out some booths, and I was like, we need to adjust these, This originally went around to here, so it was like a one-way walkthrough, and I want it to be a one-way walkthrough here because you have to funnel people through the checkout. There's a place for like bagging. There's no way to really show that this is a bagging area, but it's a bagging area. We'll roll with it. So yeah, we've got the lights and everything, but sadly enough, it's still not enough light in here. If I take out this torch in the middle, then we can see that the light is 7 and 6. That means that mobs can spawn on it. So what we can do in order to fix that is we can place some carpet down. Maybe some carpet. We'd have to make these full blocks, and then you can do it from underneath. You can make it so it's hidden under there. But yeah, my inventory is a straight up mess because of all the stuff I've been doing, going back and forth, messing with, doing this, that, and oops, that's not what I meant to do. My bad. And then you can place the last one up there because it'll connect. Okay. I think that takes care of everything. I think. Yes. There's still a little bit more work that I need to do on here, but for the most part, that is now finished. So we're starting to actually get an idea of what this place is going to look like if it were a mall. So this obviously sticks off quite a bit, but it's a farmer's market. It's supposed to. The Yummy Meats is almost practically flush with the wall. The tree sticks out. The liquor store is kind of tucked away back there, which is fine. So we've got some work to fill this out, but if you just look at it like this right here, bow, you can see there's actually a picture moving forward here. It is going to take a while, it is. So I'll be doing a bunch of work off camera in order to do that. But that's that. So yeah, underneath, just to show you guys, because I had mentioned it earlier, so you can see all this junk through here. Anywhere you place a block, you can see it. But because these are on the upper level, you can always bring this down one, and it will just make it so it's just stone, or you can replace it with extra blocks like this, or you can turn this into a heating duct system. So I mean, I could replace these blocks with something else that would make more sense for a heating duct, probably the stone. So we'll see. We might throw in some heating ducts and such. We'll have to figure it out. It's going to be an adventure. It's going to be fun, though. So now we've got a couple minutes left here, about 4 minutes left, and this is my junk chest of just ooh, that's not junk. Of everything that I don't know what to do with at the current moment because I've been using it consistently, kind of deal. And I think we're good. Yes. Okay, so what we need is we need to go to our tools chest. Do I have an extra flint and steel? I do. We need one of those, and we need we'll just take 8, 16, 20, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, you need 10 per portal. So we'll take those up with us. Okay, so we're gonna head over to the Nether Exploration Hub. And normally I would sleep, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be consistent nighttime in the Nether anyways, so it's not a big deal. Excuse me, all of a sudden I just got all kinds of runny noses. You hear all that? Ugh. Don't know where it came from, but like I said, I did a little bit of work up in the Nether Hub, so I will show you what's going on with that, and then I will explain why we have stuff to build portals. Now, I did tell you it was an exploration hub, and the easiest way to explore throughout the world would be through the Nether, because every 8 blocks in the real world equals 1 in the Nether. So if you place a portal 100 blocks out, you're actually traveling 800 blocks. So this is where we're at, guys. I added a couple extra shelves in here. I put some netherrack down in there, but I added a couple extra shelves, like this is new, that other one back there is new, this is new, that's new. I think that's probably about it, but I was messing around with the chest, see if we could put them other places. I got some bar lights now in here, just like some regular fluorescent lights. It would be cool if that purple wasn't purple, if it was something like stone brick or cobblestone, but that works. I like it. The sad part is it's not bright enough throughout the room. That's another issue. We've got the light all the way down to 5 in some spots. There's one over here. Yeah, 5. So that kind of sucks. Now, this is something that I did with the floor. Now, I really like this. I do. I really like this. But if you don't like it, let me know. But we've thrown in some nether brick here, even on the corners. Nether brick patio in the middle. And these are just, it's an alternating gradient of up, sideways, up, sideways. Up, sideways, up, sideways, up, sideways. So if there's one of these blocks that comes in here, it just replaces the block that's actually supposed to be there. So there should be an up one here, a sideways one here, a sideways one here. But it doesn't matter, you know? So I think that's kind of cool. So, why do we have stuff for a portal? Well, if you want to explore in the Nether, you're going to need a way to do that, right? So we're going to dig out this a ways, just a little bit. Not super far, because I don't want to go like 10,000 blocks away from home. It doesn't matter, we'll have the Nether portal will be generated on the other side, but I also want to make sure that I don't get in the way of any other portal. So I will probably keep these tunnels unlit, and for a while I will keep them 2 wide, but eventually I will take them down to being just 1 wide. That way it will expedite our exploration. That way we don't have to worry about all of this, because this is a lot on a pickaxe and a lot of blocks to break consistently. So basically with something like this, I don't know if you've ever seen someone else do this, but you just punch out a spot for a portal. Give me that. And then 1, 2, 3. A 1, a 2. And then you can just plop these portals down in the wall, and you can go exploring and just check out what is going on in the immediate surroundings. And now, I didn't actually think about this. I was like, you know what, we don't need to sleep, we'll be fine. Well, I was an idiot. Okay, so you just do like that, and then blow, right? Now this shouldn't interfere with anything. There's only one portal I know of that it might interfere with, and we'll see what happens. I think I deactivated them, but we will see what happens. This is like an episode of Naked and Afraid. We're just kind of throwing ourselves out in a random area, and I'm kind of scared because it's nighttime. So I'm going to spawn out there, and there's going to be 400 creepers, and I'm going to die instantaneously. Or my computer can die. It's downloading the terrain. Might be frozen. Oh. Why does I say it might be frozen? Good. Okay. Okay. We'll just take a little peek. So we've got some flowers. We've got some flowers. We got a lot of flowers out here. Okay, so we found a flower forest. A little mini one. It might continue that way. This actually isn't too far from home. This might be actually... We go... Hold on. If we go out this way... If I think I know where I'm at. If we go... Like that... No. Oh, no, I'm lost. Okay, that's fine. We've got some snowy top. We've got a couple of... We got a weird elevated birch forest. A bunch of random terrain out here. But I am in desperate need of flowers, actually, recently, because I've been using a lot of dye. So that's sick. We found a flower forest, a way to continually replenish our dye, and it's actually the yellow I've been running out of. And the only way to get that is with the dandelion. Well, why don't you just use bone meal on the grass? Well, I'm actually almost out of bone meal, too, so that's a... Ooh, don't look at him. We've got a spruce forest over there, which is actually probably a taiga or a mega taiga, and a regular forest out that way. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to basically just build random portals all over the world and check out what's on the other side. Hopefully we find something fantastic, and if we don't, it's not a big deal. We can always come back into the nether, and then blah, keep going that way, or whatever. If you go back on the other, if you go back this way, and I am leaving this too tall so I can spam my jump. Now let me actually look and see what that portal end down there. Okay, so it is really fairly dark. I want to go until it's so dark that you can't see that it actually transitions to a one wide tunnel. Either that or I'll just transition it right off the bat. I don't know, it'll look kind of funky though. We'll see. We'll figure it out. But yeah, you just come down here and go that way instead, or you go down here and go that way. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode, guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying where the mall is at and how the mall is progressing. I will be doing more work on that. Don't know when, probably tomorrow, might be the next day, might be back here tomorrow. We might be doing something completely different, guys. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you all next time.